And what is going on, everybody? I'm Secretly a Toasty here, and today we're playing some more Burnout Masters. Today we're playing around with this lifted SUV. In the game, you have the Toyota pickup. In the customization options, you have the option to turn into a 4Runner. But, as you can kind of hear, or were able to hear before I pressed that button, didn't sound like a 22RE. Or rather, any Toyota engine. Let me be frank with you, it doesn't even sound like a piston engine. That's because it's a rotary. I put a 13B in a Toyota 4Runner. I also did a little bit of upgrading. Tossed a turbo on there. I also, if I could just go back to what I was doing, upgraded the manifold, upgraded the exhaust system, upgraded the fuel system, and the ignition system. So nothing too crazy. I didn't change the rotor, didn't change the housing, didn't change the spinning components. All I did was minor tweaks here and there to make it a little more fun to play with. It's basically the stock body. If you go down to the rear bar over here, as they call it, it's rear bumper technically. Here's what it looks like normally. Then you could put the flatbed. If it'll up, there we go. You can remove everything from the bed. You can put a camper shell or turn it into a 4Runner. Now I did that. I put a side exit exhaust, and I also changed the front bumper so that way it has a skid plate because it's a lifted SUV, obviously. I was gonna take the hood off, but I had the idea for the intro. So that's exactly what I did. Now I'm taking it off to show you. Got a big old turbo. Nice intake. Thing looks wicked. Sounds wicked. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me just show you how I built everything. Obviously the wheel size is about middle. Same with the wheel width. Suspension. This is my suspension setup all the way up. Front offset, camber, and rear offset and camber adjusts a little bit. Tilt hasn't been touched, it's about even. This is my tire setup. Width and height are all the way for both front and rear. And that's all I've got so far. So why don't we start playing with this, tossing some more power in it, playing it with it some more, and maybe go through more customization options. How does that sound? Let's go to Burnout, the local, blown, just because. Which I don't like how when you have a rotary, it lets you do the 4 to 6 cylinder option. I know there isn't an option for the rotary. But seeing how it isn't a 4 or 6 cylinder, I'd say that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I didn't make the game. Now let's play around with this thing. This thing gets rowdy. Sorry if I'm breathing a little hard. I'm currently sitting in my car trying to record this, and it is hot in here. But I mean, that's what I get for buying a black on black car. Technically black on black on black, because it's black paint, black Landau roof, and black interior. The only thing is I don't have tint, so it's not black on black on black on black. This thing gets rowdy. It's absolutely lighting up these tires. I'm already well over gold. And I'm barely halfway done. Oop, just a little tap. Just a little tap. That's all it was. What was that thing that Slap Train says? If you watch him, you know who exactly what I'm talking about. But he's like, just a slap, just a slap. Please tell me some of you actually got that, because Slap Train was a huge inspiration for me to start my own channel. Let alone the things that I do, because that guy was awesome. I mean, he's still awesome, but I don't really have the time to watch him anymore, sadly. But I have been following him on Instagram, and gosh, he makes me feel old sometimes, because his daughter is like already in kindergarten and stuff like that. And I remember well before he even had the kid, and yeah, it just makes me feel old. Isn't it funny how when you don't have kids, someone else's kids can make you still feel old? That is crazy. Let me do another run real quick, and then we'll go toss some more power into this thing. I think I'm rocking about just shy of 400 horsepower right now. I could be mistaken, it might be a little over. But as far as I remember, it's like 370 or something like that. Watch, I go into the customization options, it's like 500 horsepower. You know, I do like the physics in this game, because even though it's a lifted truck, it's not like tipping all over the place and everything like that. It's not acting like a lifted truck, so you can mess around with a lifted truck, or I guess in this case SUV, and not worry about flipping it like other games, which I know is unrealistic, but I think it's still pretty cool. Still gotta get better at that, the whole like backing up into a drift and everything like that. If you've seen those crazy videos from like Dubai or Saudi Arabia or wherever they are, where they're like just doing wicked burnouts in these Forerunners or Nissan Patrols, where they toss it, get it in reverse, and then slam on the gas and just absolutely light up those tires, I think those videos are awesome. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then I feel sorry for you, because those videos are actually pretty cool. So let's go into the workshop and start tinkering a little bit. Let's go straight to tossing more power into it. What do we got? Okay, yeah, 387. I wasn't too far off. So the intake I already did. Exhaust I already did. Let's go build the internals a little bit. 3200, not bad. I already did that. The spinning assembly, 20 grand. That's not ideal, but it is what it is. Is this full power? 679? So yeah, there's that. There's that. There's nothing to do there. How is this full power? The 318 gets 1,000 horsepower, but yet this only gets 679? And it's got a turbo. That's rather disappointing. Didn't my Crown Vic have more than this? Give me 1 second while I go figure that out. So, by the way, I don't know if I explained this before I paused. I've been gone for a little bit. By what I meant by Crown Vic, I don't know if you watched the other video where I built a rotary-powered Crown Vic, but that's what I was talking about. And no, I only got that to like 400 horsepower. So I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe if I had the supercharger, there'd be more options, but there really isn't. So 621 is what you can get with the supercharger. Which, not sure I'm a big fan of. I wish it had more power. Because every other engine, you can get just up to $1,000. But, for some reason, this one you can't. So I know I showed you more horsepower right now with the turbo, but let me show you this supercharger, because I thought it'd be pretty cool. Let me build this supercharger, or rather, I already got full power of the supercharger. Let's go run it, toss the turbo back in there, full build, run it again, and we'll go look at customization options if we have. We won't really have time, but let's make this quick. That is one thing I dislike about this game, is the loading screen takes forever, but with a game with this much detail, especially having to load in such specific cars, I can kind of understand, especially with a mobile game. You know, it's pretty spectacular. I bet if I had a better device, it'd probably load a lot faster, but I don't know. If you have a pretty decent device, tell me how quick it is with the loading screens. Because I bet like the newest iPhone, or even the newest like Samsung or whatever other company makes Androids, I bet this game Loads pretty quickly. Like I said, I have no idea. I hope you can't hear the, not tripod, but the phone mount moving around. It is starting to click a little bit, because I am, putting a lot of weight from my hands and the phone and everything like that. Ooh, I accidentally blew the motor. Oh well. So, I do apologize if you can hear that. Alright. After we're done with this, I'm gonna pause just real quickly so that way I can put the turbo setup back in it, and then we'll run it again. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, so now that we have the big turbo setup in there, making 679s to the wheels, let's go play around with that for a little bit, and then I might show you the customization options, which I'm not quite sure there really is any others besides what I've already shown you, which is the bed. I know there's like roof stuff and everything like that, but I mean, in all honesty, they really don't add much. So we'll see. Well, the game's starting to load a little weird. I think the turbo noises and everything like that is starting to affect the performance a little bit. Oh! Ooh, that's why. Okay. I apologize for the little glitch right there. It was just loading the flames. Usually it doesn't do that, but I guess it's because I'm recording that it did that? I don't know. Now it's running real bad because of the flames. I think that's a pretty cool way to end the video. Lighting the truck on fire. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm not quite sure how to actually do the whole flames thing. It just kind of happens when it happens. So if you know how to do it every single time, let me know, because I would definitely like to know how to do that. Yeah, see, even with the blown engine, I still got 87,000 points. This thing is gnarly. So let's go check out the customization, and then we'll send you on your way. How about that? Workshop. So for the roof stuff, it really only gives you oh, that's actually pretty cool. So it's just different light bars. Side skirts, it doesn't do anything. Exhaust is the same on every car. Fenders, it's just delete or no delete. I can't quite remember if I showed you the front bumper options. So that's stock, removed, bottom part's painted, my skid bar. And I don't know what that's from. I don't know if people actually like that. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not quite sure why they added that in the game. For all I know, it's some like rally special, whatever. Not a big fan personally, but it is what it is. And then, of course, the hoods. You have the cowl hood, which I didn't add. And, if you have a supercharger, obviously the hole in the hood. I thought a removed hood would be pretty cool. Not quite sure if I remember. Not quite sure if I remember. Not quite sure if I went over that. And also no spoiler options. All right. Well, that concludes today's video. Hope you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button if you liked what you saw. Hit that like button if you definitely liked what you saw. Let me know down in the comment section what you think about the video, what you think about the production, and what you want to see next. Trying to get in the groove of this recording thing over again. I know I've said that like 17 million times, but trying to get back into it, and then trying to figure out why my recording app doesn't want to record some of the games that I'm most famous for. Like, a lot of people know me because of my Pixel Car Racer videos. Not quite sure why it's not working with that game anymore, but I'll figure that one out. And if there's any games you want to see, let me know. I've been trying out a couple new ones on the side, trying to see what's good content and what's just filler content. Or rather, not good content at all. So yeah, talk to me down in the comment section. That's where you can communicate with me and let me know what you want to see and what you think. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified when I post videos. Hit that like button. Head down to the comment section. And I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.